Well, this sucks. So some of you know this already, but to make a long story short, I broke my thumb during a race where I tripped and fell right on it. Some of you might know that I'm training for the New York City Marathon, and I was in a race in early August, which had way too many people in it, and the path had some construction going on. And long story short, I ran into a cone, tripped and fell on it, and fell way hard on this guy, and it hurt really bad. And I was very nervous about it because a bunch of you know that I'm a guitar player for a living, and if there's something wrong with my hand, it means I'm not going to be able to work for a little bit. So initially what happened was I went to the UR. I didn't finish the race. I went right to the UR and got an x-ray, and they thankfully said, you have no broken bones, you're just bruised, so wear this brace for a week and you'll be back to playing guitar. And I did do a gig, but thankfully my general doctor said, no, you need to go to an orthopedic surgeon and you need to get an MRI. So I got an MRI, and according to the MRI, I have a complete tear of the ulnar collateral ligament in my joint. It's a complete tear. I have another partial tear over here and stuff like that, but basically it means that anytime I kind of move my thumb around, there's pain. And what I was worried about is that the initial diagnosis was I would have to have surgery. And for anybody who knows, having surgery on a hand for a guitar player, it can be really scary. And if I was going to have surgery, that means I would be unable to play for at least 2 months, probably more, with physical therapy. And also I can kiss the marathon goodbye, and it's just like all this time working, and wouldn't be able to work for like 2 months. Thankfully, when I went to see my orthopedic specialist after the MRI, he examined the thumb along with my thumb that's working, and he determined that, well, thankfully it is stable, it's not loose, and the MRI shows that the ligament hasn't separated. So he said it might be possible to just put it in a brace, immobilize it for 3 weeks, and it might heal on its own. I got a second opinion. Always get a second opinion. And my second opinion doctor was even more optimistic, and he said, oh, I wouldn't get surgery. I'd put it in a brace, immobilize it. Just, you can't play for 3 weeks, which sucks, but certainly, immobilizing and not playing for 3 weeks is better than 2 months. I'm still going to have to do physical therapy and the like, but hopefully it won't be too long of a haul getting back to playing. It really sucks because I had to cancel, how many gigs I think I had to cancel 9 gigs. I had a jam-packed September. And I'm just like, well, I can't make any money for a while. I tried a gig where I just sang, and it didn't work very well. So I'm a guitar player, I've tried playing guitar, but this thing, it's not really very possible. Maybe I can try playing some Pink Floyd with it. So yeah, I was honestly really depressed over this. I'm still really depressed that I have to sit around and wait for it to heal. I've been playing guitar since I was 8 or 9 years old, and I've probably never gone maybe more than 2 weeks of not playing guitar. So not being able to play, it's definitely making me very anxious and depressed. And honestly, it's given me time to reflect that I think I may have been taking it for granted. I've been, I think, taking a lot of gigs that, I'm focused more on them for money rather than, I prioritize them because I got to pay my rent and everything, which is understandable. But at the same time, I think I've been neglecting trying to improve as a player and putting out original music and stuff like that. I obviously put out Elements on vinyl, which I'm still selling copies of if anybody's interested. Especially now since I can't work for the next month. Anybody who wants to buy a copy, I would very, very much appreciate it. I'll link in the description below. And to everybody who has bought a copy, a lot of you have bought copies, and I really, really thank you very much for anybody who has. And for my patrons, there's actually a discount if you join my Patreon and you send me a message. You can find a whole bunch of information on that. And for anybody who wants to support me on Patreon, I would really appreciate it as well. Thank you to all my patrons who are already there. I know it's difficult. Some people don't have the budget to do that, and that's totally fine. Even you just watching the video and subscribing to my YouTube channel and commenting below, I appreciate that support as well. But as far as this guy right here, I'm just going to have to wait for 3 months. 3 months? God, that would be awful. 3 weeks. So I'm trying to get a couple of videos together. I still have to do my Jethro Tull video. Nick and I are supposed to film the Frank Zappa video at some point. We might plan for a Halloween release with that. Thankfully, we've shot most of History of Rock, the 2010s. We had a full day where we got most of it done. Take number... What take are we on?
47.
Take 47. These things go on all day. So I guess that's about it. So yeah, I wish me luck on healing this guy up. I do kind of... I don't mind this thing too much. I guess I kind of look a little Terminator-esque. So I was running, and I was chasing Sarah Connor, but then she threw a grenade at me, and then it blew up my arm. But I'll be back. But anyway, I just wanted to give you all an update. Thank you everyone for your support and words of encouragement, and I guess I'll see you all when this thing heals. Take care, everyone.